Oh, man. You know, a lot of people don't understand relationship dynamics. And we are in the age of, we're already somehow in the age of Aquarius. It's also called the age of psychozoic age of human knowledge backed up with action. So that's why you would notice that there's a lot of awakening. There's a lot of awakening. People are waking up from their slumber. People are waking up from their mental laxity. People are waking up from spiritual lukewarmness. So people are becoming wiser. People are beginning to question things. People are beginning to challenge the status quo. It wasn't like this in the 70s. Please, let's not think that it has always been like this. Let's not think so. It wasn't like this. It wasn't like this in the 80s. This awakening, this boldness, this courage, this effrontery, this bodaciousness and tenaciousness that people have these days to challenge existing status quo is because we're about to end. We are in transition from one age to the other. I think the last time Ambassador gave an explanation when they say we are in the last days. So the momentum is high up there, the energy. So that's why you notice that these days, 6-year-old, 7-year-old, 8-year-old are beginning to question authority. Like, that's it. They are beginning to question authority. One of the things that, happens in that kind of situation is the fact that people are becoming wiser. People are not as stupid as they were. Even I, personally, I am wiser than I used to be. I always tell people about the year 2020. That was a year that totally woke me up completely. So people are smarter than they used to be. Consciousness is evolving. Consciousness has evolved and is evolving. So that's why these days, when I look at people who still want to use the same method they have been using, the same approach they have been using to relate with people in their relationship, in their marriage, I just look and I just laugh. Because you think that people are still as foolish as they were 10 years ago. No. There were things that were permissible 10 years ago. There were things that even you in your own life, you would agree that you permitted. There were things that you tolerated from people. You tolerated those things from people 5-10 years ago. You can't tolerate those things again now. And it has nothing to do whether you have character deficiency, or you lack virtue, or you don't have patience. It's because your consciousness has evolved. Your consciousness has evolved. You're not who you used to be. You're not the person that presents him or herself like a carpet that people can just walk on. Because people think that that's how to prove that you have character. That anybody can just do anything to you, you let them go. 5 years ago, I used to leave everything to God. I don't leave everything to God again. I deal with it myself. But the problem with a lot of people is because their God is the same yesterday, today, and forever. So they think that the method of approach and everything, how you approach life, everything you do, is the same. While they play smart and play games, they think that, we know him. We have always known him. People are evolving every day. People are evolving. And that's why you notice that these days, and one of the beautiful things about this end time is that we are now beginning to build authentic friendship. I'll call them the remnants. There are the few people currently who have not been corrupted. They have not been corrupted by the excesses and the poisons of this current age. Those are the people who are now beginning. There is a coming together of a people. I'm sounding like a prophet now. There is the coming together of a people that are going to good morning 707. There is a coming together of a breed of people that are going to champion height scaling, ground breaking, mountain quaking endeavor in the next age. So, but they have to come together now because we're about to enter a new age. So those people are coming together either through, the channel of social media, off social media. People are beginning to come together. That's why you would notice that there are a lot of people around you now in your life that you met them less than 2 years ago, and they are making more impact in your life than the people you met 10 years ago. It's because this is that time when there is meant to be, because there's about to be a rapture. I'm not talking about the other rapture. Yeah, there is a rapturing taking place now because this is the end of the world. The last days. We are in the last days of the age of spices. Let me speak like ambassador. We are in the last days of the age of Pisces. We are moving into the age of Aquarius. So there are people who must come together because they are about to launch into that phase of the Aquarius age. When I tell people I want to speak about relationship, they expect 7 steps to this, 6 steps to this. No, this is the relationship talk, dynamics. Because if you are not, it's about being whole. If you are broken in one area of your life, it will affect the other areas of your life. Situation leader, good morning. So the reason there is a holistic relationship. So the reason there is a coming together, you check your life right now. Most of the people that are making more impact in your life right now, the majority of the people that you are powering awesome big things with right now, they are people you met less than 2-3 years ago. The people you've known for years, they are almost irrelevant in your life because guess what? They are not rapturable. They are not rapturable. Right? They are not rapturable. Good morning, James. They are not rapturable. So check your life. And this is why we are in the age. I said last days, your sensitivity must be up there. You can't see. Let me tell you, there are people in my life right now that even if we slap ourselves like this, we fight, we blow ourselves, we bleed. I'm not leaving you because I am spiritually sensitive enough to know that we came together now for a purpose that is bigger than you and me. So I won't let either you or me set us back and create any shenanigan. I'm spiritually sensitive like that. We are moving from the age of Pisces into the age of Aquarius. Yeah? Yes, bro. Yes. Abi? We are moving into the age of Aquarius, Pisces to Aquarius. So the reason, like I said, that the reason why there is a coming together of a breed of people is because those are the people that are going to be the game changers. They are going to be at the forefront of the new move. Yes, from Pisces to Aquarius. They are going to be champions of the new move. And that's why you are beginning to connect with new people who are making more impact in your life, who you are partnering with and chaperoning unimaginable things, even more than the people you've known 5 years, 10 years ago. Those are not rapturable, like I said. So one of the things that people don't know is that relationship dynamics has also evolved. It has evolved. Gone are those days when you can just use people. They'll just let you use them. A lot of people in the last 5 to 10 years, they have broken free from the chains of religion. I hope you know that. Many people are still going to break free from it because religion enslaves people in their mind. Matter of fact, religion is mental slavery. Or when it is organized, it is mental slavery. So people have allowed themselves to be used by other people because religion told them that you are meant to allow people to use you. You are meant to turn the other cheek. Whereas the forerunners of this so-called turn the other cheek, they don't turn the other cheek. You know what I'm saying? They don't turn the other cheek. So people have presented themselves on the table of butchering like an abattoir to be used and be used and be used because they told them that it is God that will reward them. You see that? In their career, in their job, in their family, even in marriages. You have to be a servant. Nobody is saying you shouldn't serve. We are here to serve. But in what capacity? To what end? What's the purpose of the service? What's the purpose of the service? I'm going somewhere. The topic is the law of reciprocity. It is a basic law of the universe and a basic psychological principle. It means that you are meant to get back what you give. That's what it means. You pay back what you receive. That's what it means. You are meant to pay back what you receive. It is the law of reciprocity. Your reward is not anywhere. For everything you do here, right here on earth, you are going to get it back because it is the law of reciprocity. It is the law of reciprocity. This was what the colonial masters did to Africans when they took our resources, our spiritual resources, our human resources, our artifacts, everything that we have. They took our spirituality and they sold their corrupt idea to us, and they told us our reward is in heaven. While they took our knowledge, our resources, everything, they started using it to restructure and reorganize their race. That's what they did. But we kept saying our reward is in heaven. We are going to heaven. Some of us are going to hell. Some of us are going to heaven. That's what they did to us. And this is the same thing that a lot of people believe till date. And that's why this is the mentality many people carry into relationships. That I'm just here to be used. That's it. Matter of fact, the number one reason why you go into a relationship is because you have something to give, not to be used. Because if the other person understands the dynamics of relationship, they also know that for everything that they get, they are meant to pay back. There should be a payback. It is the law of reciprocity. And in that law of reciprocity, what it states is that you pay back what you receive. So it is it is a higher law of potential. It's not a law for low lives. It's not a law for charlatans. That's why I always tell people, relationship is not for low lives. It is for elevated people. Because listen, if you are receiving, then if you are operating by that law of the universe, you know, nobody needs to tell you that you are also meant to give. You are meant to pay back what you receive. Money is a dimension, but is all encompassing. It's not just about money. Because, can I tell you the truth? Sometimes you may not be able to give money back. Money is one of them. You'll not be able to give money back to the person that gave you money. I think it was Ambassador that gave an example one time. I will never forget that example. He said that, it was somewhere and then the person was taking a lot of responsibility for some things. And then he said, what can I do to make things easier for this person? And then he wakes up every morning to make sure there is fuel in the generator, the house is clean. That is a man that operates by a higher law. He could not give money, but he could give of himself. That's a perfect example for that. The people who are waiting until they have money are the ones who are empty, they are users, and they have nothing to give. That's it. Anybody that tells you, I can't give anything now because I don't have money, the person is empty. Even when they have money, they won't give nothing. Because the people who operate by the law of reciprocity, they don't wait for somebody to tell them. They believe that they are meant to pay back what they receive without being told. They are meant to pay back what they receive without being told. And listen, people think that it does not apply in families. It does not apply in marriage. It does not apply in friendship. You came to this world. That's why many of us, we grew up with messianic syndrome. You think you are a messiah. There was a time in my life I thought about it. People, nobody wanted to do anything for me, but I was giving my life to people. And I told myself one day, I said, maybe that's my calling. I am strong enough to help everybody. It doesn't matter if they help me. I'm not like that again. If I'm giving of myself, I expect to receive. Because I know that there is no way that a person will be giving of themselves to me. And then because I operate by the law of reciprocity, I will not give back. I will not pay back what I have received. Colin, it's the truth. And one of the areas of life that people have been used and abused and treated like trash is in the area of relationship and marriage. Thank you for the gifts. The area of relationship and marriage. Because people have been told, for better, for worse. I am not going to recite those jargons on my wedding day because they are jargons as far as I'm concerned. Thank you so much for the gift. They've told you that you are going into marriage to suffer, for better, for worse, right? So a lot of people are in relationship and marriage, just to make sacrifices. Because they have been taught, thank you so much for the gift, they have been taught for years that you are there to just give of yourself. Whether they give you or not, it doesn't matter. Your reward is in heaven. God, you cannot reward me. One of the things I dislike most in my life is that you are benefiting something from someone, and then there's an opportunity for you to reward them, and you are saying, there is nothing I can do for you that can reward you. Only my God can reward you. I hate that prayer. The moment someone starts, I'll be like, this person is a user. This person, you are just a scam and a 419. Because listen, like I said, I gave you an example of Ambassador's story. He did not have money to give that period of his life, but he was giving of himself. He was giving of himself. Listen to me. The people that are going to champion the age of Aquarius, they have similar characteristics right now. That's why there are people around you that you have to hold them. I said, for instance, someone like Ambassador, for instance, even if me and Ambassador fight today now, we break our head like this. By tomorrow, I dey draw in leg. We are in this thing together. Because I know that in these last days, he is one of the people I have met that I know that we are meant to power things together as we journey into the age of Aquarius. There are people in my life that I know that all these ones, they're not going to last. 1 year, 2 years, they are missing. They are missing. All right. Yeah. Because and you also need to check your life, right? There are people in your life right now who show a level. They show a level of principled living. They live an elevated life. They are elevated people, elevated consciousness. Watch them. They are around you. They are around you. Those are the people that will never drain you. They will never drain you. They are not takers. They are not takers. They are not takers. Because at the end of the day, let me tell you something. There are many marriages right now. People send me messages a lot on TikTok. Women, mostly. That's one thing people don't know. People think that it is only men. See, let me tell you, 90% of the messages I get on social media, people seeking for advice, 90% of them are women. I'm going to break that down for you. A lot of people don't understand some of these things. 90% of the people who send me messages on social media crying, they are women, telling me about their marriage, about their life. They are women. I don't think a man has sent me any message that I need advice in the last 6 months. You know what? It's two things. I was talking to someone yesterday. One of the things I've discovered about a lot of men these days, because of these days of poisonous red pills, people are consuming poisonous red pills. And let me tell you, a lot of men, if you are watching me right now, there are a lot of people you listen to on social media that it will be very hard for you to find in your lifetime a woman with divine femininity that will nurture you and that will be a succor for you. It is almost impossible for you to find that woman because you have consumed too much of red pills. That's what you have done. You have consumed too much of red pills. You have consumed too much of red pills. You can imagine. I hear guys, one guy was chatting with me. He said, women are very manipulative. I said, hold it there, please. Hold it there. When you people go and listen to Andrew Tate and you don't filter what he's saying, you listen to Myron or what's his name. Matter of fact, I've stopped listening to this Myron because he's so toxic and poisonous for any young man. And guess what? A lot of our brothers are using these people to massage the inconsistencies and the vacuums and the emptiness in their own life. They are empty. I have not met one Andrew Tate follower in Nigeria who impressed me. I have not met one of these Andrew Tate followers who said, since I've been listening to Andrew Tate, now I'm worth, 100 million naira. I'm this. Yes. I say, okay, brothers need this. Can you bring 1 million? No, they are still the way they were before they started listening to Andrew Tate, before they started listening to Myron or what's his name. They are still the way they were. So I said, these guys are just using these things, these red pill theories, just using it to massage their ego and to remain in their comfort zone. It's poisonous red pills. And a lot of men, this is not a cause, you will not be able to find true love. You will not be able to find a real woman that will nurture you because your mind has been poisoned. Your mind has been corrupted to massage your egos. That's it. Excessive alpha male red pills is exactly, especially on Twitter, from men who you don't even know their private life. You don't even know what they do in their privacy. From men who, when you look at them, the way they even live alone, this is not an example of real, healthy, pure masculinity. But because what he's saying, it massages your ego. It does something to you. It makes you feel like, yes, I'm right. Whereas you're not growing. You are not growing. I hope you know that. Everything is about growth. You're not growing. Yeah. But Andrew Tate, Myron, no. Come on. I'm not saying these guys, they've helped a lot of people. They've done a lot of things. But these are not people. They are not standards. They are not standards. For the men who are going to chaperone the move of the Aquarius age, Andrew Tate, Myron, and co, they are not standards of masculinity. They are not. They have contributed their own quota to the growth of men, but they are not standards. They are not. And I have not seen one Andrew Tate follower in Nigeria who impressed me. I have not seen. I'm telling you, I have not seen. Have I learned one or two things from Andrew Tate? Yes, in the past, I've listened to him like, wow, this thing is right. But I'm not his follower. He's not my standard. He's not my model. He's not my role model. He can never be my mentor. Facts. Well, you have men who are consuming these red pills every day, such that their mentality, their approach and impression about women is just negative. And these men still want to marry. They have been made to believe. When you listen to Myron is worse than Andrew Tate. Myron is worse than Andrew Tate. This guy is just flat out negative about women. He doesn't even balance anything. To him, women are pretentious, they are manipulative, they are evil, they are inferior to men. He says these things, he says it like this. And you have brothers going to listen to that, and you think in your lifetime, you will find a woman that will nurture you. We are Africans and we are traditional in our nature. Yes, that's what we are. We are traditional. I don't listen to boys who grew up in America. No. Who grew up in London. I can learn from them one or two things, but then they are not my standard. I question most of the things they say. Because I do not believe as a man that I am superior to my woman. No, matter of fact, if there is any question about superiority, my woman is superior to me, period. And then when you hear them say, you are a simp, the biggest simps I've seen in Nigeria are Andrew Tate followers. The biggest simps. Boys who are, I'll tell you a story here. There is a lady who, she even told me one time that I should talk about her boyfriend on social media. I was like, why should I talk about your boyfriend? Because the kind of things she tells me about this boy, I'm like, and this is a man. So apparently this guy impregnated this lady, and according to her, she didn't know he was a useless boy, and he doesn't even take care of the baby. The most irresponsible man ever. And guess what? She tells him, can you just watch Femi's video and just maybe you can learn one or two things? And she said the guy tells her that me, I'm a simp. And I said, see, 95% of Nigerian boys who are quick to call people simp, they are the real simp. Go check them out. Irresponsible, no job, no life, no purpose, no meaning. They are either begging women for money, nothing to show for their lives. And they are the ones on social media to quickly call a man, you are a simp, because you respect women, because you balance things, because you are not on any extreme side. Get away, you boy child here. Get away, please. Get away. Boys without any principles and values, they are the ones open their loud mouth and call someone simp, because you are not taking care of the mother of your child. You don't even bring money for Pampers. You go around sleeping with other women and then Andrew Tate, but no growth, no improvement, nothing in your life. You have nothing to show. Andrew Tate, after 3 years, how far? Nothing. Oh no, man. But we are not going to pamper mediocrity. We are not going to massage mediocrity. We're not going to do that. That's a digression, by the way. So what you have are people who were told that they are in their relationship just to make sacrifices. They were not taught about the law of reciprocity. Because listen, the knowledge of this law helps you to be aware of the situation that you are in. The knowledge of this law also elevates you to a place kò ní dá fún ìyá ẹ. Olórí burúkú ni ẹ. I dey vex today o, ayé ẹ ò ní dá. Then block wèrè dànù. Àwọn ọmọ òṣì. We people are still talking about Tinubu till now, and you have nothing to show for your life. You are still talking about Tinubu and Peter Obi till now. Oh, ní ṣoríire. Till now, you people are still talking about this thing till now. Olófò. Exactly. So a lot of people were taught. They were taught how to sacrifice. They were not taught how to be sensitive when it comes to this reciprocity. They were not taught. No, you are just here to just be a slave. That's what happens to a lot of people, and especially in marriage. Okay, now, key point. If your relationship is not rewarding your sacrifices, if your relationship is not rewarding your sacrifices, it is reducing your worth. That's it. It is reducing your worth. Relationship is about two people coming together. It's quite an interesting thing, especially the idea of marriage. The idea of marriage is just so interesting to me. Sometimes it's so thought-provoking that two people who were not born from the same family, who probably never met themselves until they were in their 20s or their 30s, they just meet themselves and connect and now say, I want to spend the rest of my life with you. This thing is thought-provoking, guys. It's something that you are meant to give a lot of thought into. And this is why the Live Right, Date Right Masterclass, Date Right, Marry Right Masterclass is something that everybody should attend, especially people who are not yet married. Because this is not one of those cliche, generic theory relationship masterclass. No. You see what I'm saying to you now? Does it sound like just a relationship class? No. Holistic. We're going down to the nitty-gritty. We're going down to the nitty-gritty. Because there are many of these things that a lot of people don't know, and this is why they fall into wrong hands. Reciprocity. There must be reciprocity. That is what powers your relationship. If your relationship is not rewarding your sacrifices, it is reducing your worth. That's what it's doing to you. Quote me anywhere, brothers and sisters. It's reducing your worth. That's what it's doing. Because that partnership, the main reason for that partnership is for advancement and for growth. The main reason for that partnership is the strength to succumb challenges, the strength to overcome the vicissitudes of life when you are faced with one, because now you are two, and two is better than one. Reciprocity is what powers mutual progress. Reciprocity. So you are not just in a relationship just to make sacrifices. Matter of fact, your loyalty, your sacrifice, your commitment is meant to be rewarded. If your commitment, your loyalty, your sacrifice, your truthfulness, your love is not being rewarded, then you are depleting. If you are not getting rewarded, you are getting depleted. That's why you see at the end of the day, a lot of people, it gets to a point where they have nothing to give again because they've given so much and they did not get back. They were not rewarded, and they are pushed into a state of worry and depression and frustration, and sometimes it results in sickness. The root of many diseases is traced, psychologically traced to bitterness. And sometimes people become bittered. I'll tell you a story of my life. People become bittered when they have given so much. And even common emotional support from their partner, they could not get it. When they needed it most, they could not get it. Let me tell you what you did. You gave your partner the impression that you can handle yourself. I'm just here to just kill myself for you. You don't bother, don't do anything. So even when you needed your partner, even when you needed just some words of affirmation from your partner, like, I love you, I'm happy to be with you, I'm lucky to have you as my woman, I'm lucky to have you as my man. They didn't even say it because over the years, you have built this repertoire of a gladiator, a macho man or woman that doesn't need to be rewarded for their sacrifice and their commitments. Yeah, that's the problem. They don't need to be. So now you're not getting rewarded. You are frustrated. You are depressed. You are drained. You are drained. Yeah, that's what's happening in a lot of marriages right now. And because you are also married or you are dating somebody who is not operating by the law of the higher potential. There are people who are elevated. When you see elevated people, you know. Someone like Ambassador is an elevated person. There are several other people I can tell you they are elevated people. So, but a lot of people, there are many women. 707 is an elevated woman. Serendipity is an elevated woman. I know several other women. Why? They said they restricted my live session. Live age, current live. Your live may contain themes not suitable for younger audiences and has been age restricted. Issued on October 11. Guys, can you hear me? Guys, can you hear me? Oh, okay. That was a bit of a distraction. And a lot of people, because you ended up, you settled for somebody who does not operate by laws. When you see people who operate by laws, you know them. They operate by laws. And the reason a lot of people end up with lawless people. When you say lawless, people think lawlessness is just you commit social crime. No, that's not. Lawlessness is the inability, the ignorance of universal laws. That is what lawlessness is. And there are people who are ignorant of universal laws. And a lot of people, you end up with them. And you understand, you live by laws, But because you could not, like I said in one of my videos, you have not harmonized your heart and your brain. You only went with your heart. So you ended up, a lawful person ended up with a lawless person. And after few years, you get drained and depressed. And many times you lose it from there. Because one of the things, exactly, your ignorance of universal laws, that is what lawlessness is. Because the fact that you even need to be told everything means that you are ignorant of universal laws. Yeah, that's what it means. I don't want to spill all the beans because October 28th is too loaded. And I thank you so much for this. I got a lot of gifts today. Thank you so much for all these gifts. October 28th, I'm going to have a masterclass. Relationship masterclass. Live right, date right, marry right. I'm going to bring Ambassador up now to just say a few things. Live right, date right, marry right. October 28th. It will be in Abuja, but we're also going to stream live on social or online for people who are not here to watch. Now, I'm going to conclude by saying this. Reward is motivating. When you are rewarded for your sacrifices, it motivates you to do more. It motivates you to do better. So you must look out for that. How are they reciprocating your sacrifices and commitments? How are they doing that? Or they don't care? Guys, let me bring Ambassador up for like 5 minutes and then we can close this session. If there's any question or contribution, kindly, I am going to accept it.
Okay, Mr. Femi, I was just thinking this morning that, I'm not only just going to register for the VIP, I'm also going to ensure that my wife to register for the VIP. So it's going to be me and my wife affair. What I'll just say, everybody on this live, make sure you go to Mr. Femi's bio and go and register. Yes, there is a free version, but don't do the free version. Do the VIP version. It's just 10,000 naira. Do the VIP version and don't end it there. Some important people in your life who you know that, okay, maybe, they might be intelligent in business, but for some reason they seem not to be able to get their relationship right. Also tell them about this masterclass. Tell them about it. I'm a part of this circle, and Mr. Femi is the brain behind it. We also have very fantastic men and women who are part of this circle, the elevated circle. And you guys are going to be hearing a lot about the elevated circle, in the coming months, coming years. The fantastic things we're going to be doing for Nigerians and Africans, all across the globe, right? So at the very least, don't just join. And that person that was just gifting Mr. Femi, please, you know that when you gift people on TikTok, more than 70% of that money goes to TikTok. So
exactly.
Rather, we prefer you take the money and go and do the VIP, and also pick out 1 or 2 or 3 people who you can sponsor to join that masterclass. They will thank you for it. This is not a cliche kind of masterclass. It is. There is not going to be fluff. These are things that people go. These are I'm serious. People pay $5,000 to attend conferences that won't even give you this kind of information. They pay $1,000, $500 to attend this kind of conference. So I want to really implore everybody on this live, even if you have a great relationship, for the quality of people that are going to be in that circle alone, that 10,000 naira is worth it too, so that you can network with them, and you never can tell what you can do with them. But you can be sure that this quality set of people will be able to bring ingenious value to your life space. That is sure. But of course, that is secondary benefit. The primary benefit is that you're going to get unique information that you're going to now be able to use to proactively navigate your relationship journey.
Thank you so much, Ambassador.
Come up to say.
Thank you so much, Ambassador. Thank you so much. I appreciate that contribution. So, guys, if you want to register for the Live Right, Date Right, Marry Right Masterclass, just go to www.elevatedlifewithfemi.com. The link is also in my bio, www.elevatedlifewithfemi.com. www.elevatedlifewithfemi.com. I'm not married, but I'm about to marry between now and March next year. I'm married. www.elevatedlifewithfemi.com. The link is also in my bio. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. Thank you for the gift. That's the link there. Yeah. Serendipitous just posted the link. www.elevatedlifewithfemi.com. Like Ambassador said, it would be better if you subscribe for the VIP, because with the VIP, we are building a community around the VIP, a community of people, whether you are single, whether you are divorced, whether you are separated, whether you are married, whether you are engaged, whatever you are, we are going to connect and collaborate. And the main purpose of this is that we believe that family is the foundation of any society. If we can get it right as single people, and then we marry, and then we'll be able to produce children that will contribute positively to society. Thank you so much, Clementina. Clementina, I thought you already registered for the VIP, for the society. So guys, thank you so much and have a great, great, great day. Thank you.